All right, we're back on. So I want a higher anchor point, and I also want to be able to retrieve it, and I want to be able to kind of just give a little back support. So we're tying a bowline, a running bowline. Now we can okay, so now we can pull it back down. And we'll just tie this off over here. I think we got enough to do a quick cow hitch over here. I think so. Okay. Pull my akimbo out. Andres, are you ready to ascend? This one. Yes. Come on, akimbo. I got so much weight on my rope here. Oh, did you come out? Oh, that's frustrating. Who knows where I was? It adjusted on me. You know, the problem with adjustments that come undone easy there, that's gonna hold me. I gotta tie my shoe. See, these gyros, that's nice. You just flip it around. It can't get tangled up. My lanyard would have gotten tangled up right there. Had it been on the wrong side, I would have to unhook one, get the other one wrapped around. Those gyros are nice. I might not ever go back to a non-swiveling it's not the better bow, but I guess it'll have to do. Learned an interesting thing about metabolism today, this morning. I was listening to something quick, and it was on dehydration will release a hormone that causes you to store fat, because when fat is burned, it produces water. So a camel's back is not a big open bowl full of water, it's a big chunk of fat. And when he needs water, it burns the fat. And that creates a residual of water. And so if you're dehydrated, you're going to have a hard time losing weight. I dehydrate myself all the time, which then what it produces is your body produces glucose neogenesis. For me, it's making it out of my protein. And so if I'm dehydrated a lot, I'm going to make more glucose. So I got to focus on drinking water more, especially in situations like this. On sultry days where I'm climbing. It's actually not, it was 104 degrees when we were here last time. That was a lot different. It wasn't this humid, but it was 104 degrees. It was brutal. Wow. The tree moves a lot when somebody's climbing up. Really peaceful, no wind. I think it did rain a little bit last night. It was pretty wet in the forest. It didn't rain where we slept. We're about a half hour away, but I think it rained here. I'm gonna shut this off. Yeah, that's a good method with the 2-foot straps.
Yeah.
It's simple, it's easy to rest.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, so he's got a rig that's doubled back into a pulley on his ascender. So he advances the ascender, it advances the 2-in-1, and then he just pulls his rig, pulls his rig up. So he's using his feet to stand up, and he's pulling with one arm to assist. So it's a classic researcher method of getting in a tree.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, you're coming. I adjusted the rope a little for you so you'll be able to go right up on that branch.
Yeah.
I had to kind of scramble up over the mantle. Oh, we got a bunch of moths up here.
Really?
Yeah. Little charcoal gray ones. Flying all over the place. There they are. They got an orange head. And we do have mosquitoes. Dengue fever is in the daytime mosquitoes, isn't it? You get malaria at night. Dengue fever in the day. I don't prefer to have either of them. Our vine is kind of making noise up there as he moves. Gonna put my earmuffs down pretty soon. Got these mosquitoes trying to go in my ears. All right, good job.
Woo.
You'll be standing on that branch soon. Yeah. We have those ascenders at gameoftrees.com. You can get them. They got a little pulley on there. It's kind of a nice little device to have. You can do a little 2-to-1, maybe coming off a long limb walk or something. You can set up a 2-to-1 to pull yourself back into position. So yeah, it's got a little pulley. Move your hand so you can, yeah, see there's a little pulley at the bottom of the. So he's got his rig set up, and then he advances, and then he can pull himself with a 2-to-1 advantage. So it's a good little researcher setup. So Andres, what I did, you know, this was a 300-foot rope. So I was able to bring the end all the way up, and I tied on a running bowline up there.
All right.
And then with the tail, I made a long tail so I can pull that back down. But I just tied the tail over here as a backup to my bowline.
All right.
And, you know, then if I flex this limb a little bit, I at least have a little back support for the limb. But this is, sapodilla is really strong wood. So then from here, how I got to those cameras is I just pulled myself across on this branch.
So you jump.
I don't even have to jump. I'm just going to reach out and grab that branch. I'm going to pull myself over there. And I'm going to be standing right at those cameras. And this camera, once you stand up, you can reach this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just those two you guys couldn't get to. And then you need this tie-in point to get back over there. Now somebody pulled that line out.
Yeah.
So that's the one I gotta put back in. Is there anybody on the ground or is everybody up?
I think that Jorge Mario's in the ground.
Jorge Mario, is there another rope?
If I have a rope.
I'm gonna. Oh, we got. Well, I'm gonna go get those cameras first, so I don't forget those. Let me get this rope off my hip when I go over there. So you can just reach out, you know, grab this branch and you can pull yourself over. Now, what you can do is lean back like this, you know, if you want to be totally stable, and I can attempt to get my lanyard on over there. And that'll help me pull myself over. Now, here's what the saw is for.
That's a magic tool.
Yeah, except it's also how I wreck my lanyard. Oh, I made a little thing there. I'm gonna get that out of there. That's no good. Don't ding your little saw. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Kev. I'm gonna be stuck in there. Okay. Just lower yourself out till you got enough slack. I can get my other side on. So now once you get a lanyard on over there, I can just lower myself out. If I can get my akimbo to run on this rope. Oh, we are slippery and slimy. Oh, man. I'm waiting for Buck to come out with their new tool. It is supposed to be non-adjusting, compatible with multiple diameters of rope. That would be nice. Okay, I'm right at the cameras.
That was so smooth.
It wasn't smooth. It was anything but smooth. But I got here. It must have rained last night. It's pretty slick. Everything's wet. These cameras, I don't like their straps. There should be little snaps. You just snap them on. Now I got a strap that's just gonna fly out of here. That is not very... They did not design this for people in trees. Maybe we should carry some trail cameras at gameoftrees.com that have little tree setups. Oh, these bugs are crawling all over me. Okay, we're just gonna tie a little bowl in. Just hook that baby in. So they tell me that the sensor was set too light on these cameras and it would take a picture of every moving leaf. I imagine these moths would set these cameras off. You'd be taking pictures all day long of moths. So when you get into the tree, you know, one of your valuable skills is to be thinking about how to move in the tree, you know, how to set a line higher, you know, different methods. I didn't have, it'd be nice if I had a crotch. Now there's a crotch way out there, but with all the vines, it's kind of hard to get your rope up in there. And that might be, do you want to put all your weight way out there? Maybe not. So, you know, tying an anchor there with a long tail so you can pull it back to you is a method. Now when you're over here, now I can set my lanyard up to lower myself back out. I can actually go up higher. Oh gosh, I'm just totally standing on my lanyard. It's a problem of a 20-foot lanyard. But I like a 20-foot lanyard because I can, oh wow, I got hooked in there. I could unhook this and put it in the center D-ring, and I could have a 2-in-1 system. You could hook right back in here, have a 2-to-1 system right there. In fact, I could. Why don't I do that? So now I can lower myself back out. That's kind of nice. Look at that. Lower myself back over. Nice job, camp. 25 metros arriba. Okay, get up here. Come on. It's slick. I do not want to slip off of there. Oh, gotta pull some extra line through. So you can just pull your working end all the way through, get as much slack as you can. Now, I probably got enough rope. I could kind of keep that as I move this way, because I have to get over here. So I'm gonna unhook this. Pull this all the way. Yeah.
Jorge Mario is asking me if we can like set up a line over there.
That's what I'm going to do
Nice.
right now.
Dice que eso va a ser ahorita.
I'm way ahead of you, Jorge Mario.
Sí, porque sos de Cobán. Sí. Porque sos de Cobán. Say to Jorge Mario. Porque sos de Cobán.
Porque sos que coman. I have an instructor up here on sarcasm in Spanish.
Cobán is his Nautan.
Yes,
Village.
that's his.
I'm going to get up, get down. Or do you need help?
Have you learned it enough?
Yes. One day I'm going to make the jump.
Well, it wasn't exactly a jump, but I mean, you can
But
creep, crawl, and scramble just about anywhere in a
look
tree.
your size and look mine.
Yeah.
I need a jump.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a little taller.
A little bit. If you want, I can take down the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't need that flopping around.
Yeah.
Did I drop one?
No, I got the other one.
There's son tres.
There were three.
Yeah, one came off.
Oops.
There's a camera down on the ground somewhere. It's camouflage. Yeah, I took two off. And I hung them up. I must have missed, or when I was...
I hear that something fell down.
Yeah.
But I didn't saw what it was.
Okay, well, it's probably when I was over there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So on your way down, look in that tree. Make sure it didn't get stuck
Yes,
in La Copa.
I will.
Okay. Come on. So it's handy to have a back lean here. It's super slippery. Now I would like the other side of the lanyard now to hook on over here, but I've used up everything. So maybe I can get a little closer. Here I can I do not want to take a swing. I've got myself a sling here somewhere. All right. So just to avoid slipping off of this slimy branch. Where am I going to hook onto here? I wouldn't be comfortable if I just hung on that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Just to retrieve my, okay, make sure I get this somewhere. It's gonna come out of there. All right, I can pull this through. Get myself a lanyard. All right, now I got a lanyard on. Make sure I get this out of there. Oh. Now getting back is going to be tricky. No, I'm strapped on here. Extra precaution. I'm just doing these little extra things to give ideas to these students that might find themselves in positions where you got to problem solve. Some animal in the canopy, probably a possum. They say there's not monkeys here, but that's definitely some scat of some kind. There are cats, though. There are. What's a small cat?
It will be like a jaguarundi.
Like an ocelot type.
Yeah, like an ocelot.
Ocelot type cat. Yeah. So that could be cat scat. I gotta get my other side on. I should probably shorten that up, or it's not much of a fall restraint. There we go. Well, I can probably utilize this position to have two tie-in points to go back out there. Now the other thing I could have done is a little 2-to-1 up there, so I'd have something to pull myself back with, but too late. All right, I think I'm just gonna have to throw my rope down for Jorge Mario to send another rope up on. There we go. Just what I wanted. A little subtle redirect away from the trunk. Perfect. Don't try this at home, folks. Might not work for you. Is my rope on the ground? Is the soga on the bajo? You have to attach a different rope. Okay, put another one on. That's a beautiful view out there. Oh, nice day. Thank you, Lord. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Good words of wisdom. I find it a comfort in a faith in a higher being. There's so much miraculous stuff in this world. I mean, the biodiversity in this forest is incredible. There are about 9,000 species in the Guatemalan forest. You go south to Costa Rica and there's 12,000. That's a lot of plant. That's just the plants. Pretty incredible. We had some birds, some loud birds real close. This is mine. And it's going with me to a different tree. I made an attempt to find that other tree, and I walked a big circle and came back. I missed it. It's farther up the hill. I can't see it from here. That tree over there has a really good view of the hillside. So I was thinking I would shoot an azimuth, but I can't shoot an azimuth from here. Okay. Thank you. And when I get it over, you can pull it down. This is all gear rope. This is tower line. 1/2-inch tower line. Static kern mantle. It's big, it's heavy, but it's a nice ascent line, you know, because I footlock. It's nice to have the 1/2-inch. But it's nice in your hand too if you're grabbing it. Oh, I can feel that sun now. We have to get this isolated. I don't like that vine is gonna catch my carabiner. Is my carabiner gonna come out of there? Yeah, it should. Now I'm gonna move this back to the center D-ring. And then clip this in here. I think I'm going to use this a lot. I think I'm going to use that a lot. That's awesome. You know, you can do that with a regular carabiner, with a regular pulley too. The pulleys with a triple hole. But this is... Come on. Come on. Oh, the mosquitoes are in my ears. This is like slimy, like a silver maple. It's kind of like black fungus. Okay, I'm kind of right underneath it now. Okay. All right, baby, come on out of there. Yeah. All right. All right. I can move this back to side. Oh, do I put my earmuffs on to protect against the mosquitoes? Why do they want my ears? That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know. Oh, they like my rope. The orange color looks like a flower. I didn't even look if the sapodilla fruit is out. I think it was. All right, I'm gonna get that off. Get on my lanyard. Take this off. Visually check. I am secure. Taking off my main support. And now on these long descents, especially since my Kimbo is not perfectly adjusted to this rope, you do like this. So I'm gonna have, and I could wrap it around these wings and have even more friction. Now we got a long tail, so we can pull this down. You can undo this. So this should be a little training video for these guys on how to work a canopy. If you don't have a natural crotch to go in, you just, you know, tie a bowline with a long tail. It's kind of cumbersome to tie it with a long tail, but then that allows that could be up even higher, you know, and I could have thrown it up there. And then I tie a long tail, pull it through. And you tie your long bowline. Make sure it's coming out in the middle. And that chokes up there, and I can tie this off somewhere else. And then you just retrieve it. So, because most of the time you're not getting the shot that you want. in these forest trees. You know, you're not going to shoot a throw ball through there. You know, you're not going to do it. And then, you know, to work this tree, you got to get a higher spot than that. And there wasn't a crotch up here. If there's a crotch, you could have thrown right through. But so here's a method of getting an alternative tie-in point that's higher in the canopy. And so when you set your line, that's not going to be the final position that you get to in the tree. You can move around. Now I can move over here. And now I can totally set myself down and get on my climbing system and below okay, so now I'm below. So yeah, so this is the camp gyro double lanyard. It's 27 meters long, 21 feet. So now we got the piranha set up. I can just pull that akimbo clean and I can ride, and then I can even like belay with my feet. Come on. Which can be tough on your shoes. But having the piranha there, or figure eight, saves your akimbo a little bit. It's not heating up as much. I'm like, why is my rope still there? Because nobody pulled it down. Making sure I didn't have to go back up. All right. All right.
All right.
Well, say hi to the camera. That's Jorge Mario.
I don't know where.
Oh, the other camera?
Yeah, that.
It fell. It's somewhere.
Yeah.
I forgot to look when it came down.
Maybe in this area.
No, it'd be like aquí.
Aquí.
Yeah, somewhere. Okay. Game of trees. We're having fun.
when you're playing the game of trees.